that period is his party, right? It's a large number of people that are coming there. Now, imagine some women. Obviously, you fly women that will come in and do all these kind of things, all this kind of people, those stuff, right? That's a whole sector of people in the party. Then there's some people in the party that are coming. They already know what's happening in the party. That's another sector. Then the underaged, this thing. That's where I have an issue with the underage and the spiking of drinks and people not knowing what's happening. But a lot of people knew what was happening when they were coming to those parties, and none of those people are 18 or 20. These are people who are old enough to make decisions for themselves. And then they decided to go to a Diddy party. If Diddy wasn't in jail, they would still be going to Diddy parties right now. So they decided to go to a Diddy party, and they saw what happened. Diddy party, what happened there. They're full, except for the ones that slept with children. I'm speaking except for the ones that slept with children, the ones that spiked drinks, the ones that did this, but the ones that knew what they were going to do. What are you going to do? Are you going to arrest them for? Are you going to arrest a fully grown man for consensual sex with another fully grown man? You have to believe in your dream. You cannot allow another man to sleep with you to give you opportunity. It's bigger than sex. For another man to climb you, he has not only conquered you, he's in control of your life, he's in control of your destiny. As a man, you were built to conquer, climb on top of another woman, not to be climbed not to be climbed upon. And like it's deeper than two men having sex.
No, really?
Because now you're like a woman to that person. Now that person can it's not, I'm not saying like a bad way, but you're a man. The human mind is created to save the human body. So your brain will cook up things like, if I don't get this, if I don't do this will happen. Yesterday you didn't have that opportunity. Last week you didn't have the opportunity, and you lived till the day you had the opportunity. So what makes you think that another opportunity won't come if you don't turn that one down?
Hello people, welcome to another intriguing episode of P-Diddy podcast. And you know how we do it here. We bring you the latest, we bring you gossip, we bring you gist, we bring you something very spicy that you would love. How have you been? Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for following us. Those comments are superb. Thank you. We love and we see them. Thank you. Please keep sharing and don't stop watching P-Diddy podcast. So on today's episode, I have an amazing guest. He's a young artist, a young talent, full of different talents. He's an actor, he's a singer, he's just a body of arts. So I have with me today Israel Nkadi. Hello
you.
Israel, how you doing?
I'm doing well, we thank God.
You look like Burna Boy with the hair, with the dread.
Small, we'll get there.
We're definitely gonna get there. So how have you been? Thank you so much for coming on board.
You're welcome. Once you said I should be here, I knew that I had no other place to be.
Oh, thank you. So hope it wasn't stressful getting here.
The normal Lagos stuff, but no, it was really calm.
You look good.
Thank you.
So I saw one of your songs, Mufasa.
Yes. We dropped that was last year, December. I'm trying to work on new sound, not the average Afro beats, do some rap.
So why is the artists always have this same look with the ear, with the piercing, with the like? It has to give the artist vibe. Like, is it inspirational or is that an influence?
I don't think it's inspirational, but I feel like as an artist, you have to dress to stand out. If you just look at someone, it's just normal haircut, no earring. Just look and you look away. But someone you look and
you just have to. You just want to look back again, see who this
like as you
person
see
is.
me like this. Yeah, this guy's an artist. But if I came here in low cuts, suit and tie, like, this guy's a banker.
Okay, just have to look like.
You have to look like your profession, that kind of thing.
You have to look like your profession. So how long have you been singing?
Wow. I've been singing for a while. I think the first time I ever recorded a song was 2013.
Oh, that's a long while.
Yeah, but I was 13 years old. And it was.
What kind of song did you record at 13?
The song was trash, and my father gave me money to. I can't remember what he gave me money to pay for,
Okay.
I used that money, enter studio, recorded. My father was, okay, let me hear the song. Let me hear the song that he did. He spent the money. I played it. My dad was just looking and nodding his head like, this boy.
In disappointment,
I
like
wasted his money and I recorded rubbish. I brought it home.
really.
But I might have been rubbish, but it sparked something in me.
So
You know.
since 13, have they been supporting you, trying with what you want to do with the whole artist something? You act too, right?
Yeah, I was
Oh, really?
yeah, but my acting thing is I started out mostly last year.
Okay.
Like beginning of last year, January, I said to myself, look, this acting thing. Prior to that, I have been around actors, maybe small job here, small extra here, extra there. And I got opportunity to work with RMD for almost 2 years. And I mean, I saw the way he carried himself, saw the way he took the acting thing seriously. And I said to myself, I mean, I know I need to go through training and everything, but
Okay.
I'm currently with the best person, so I'm learning on ground. Why
Oh.
let me dedicate myself to this thing this year?
Okay,
And
so RMD, you worked with him as his what
I
did you work with
I
him
would say
as?
personal assistant and understudy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
RMD is a very chilled man. I love his personality. There are people that are out there that you don't see all these sagas around. No
he's-
plenty drama. Just them with their work and everything. Just giving that chilled man
Honestly.
vibe actually. So
Yeah.
I actually admire him. So what was it like working with RMD?
Wow,
Because
it's-
most of us don't really know things about him that much. Maybe he's a cool person. Maybe he's someone that gets let's say get angry easily. Maybe there are little attitude that when you work with someone closely, that's when you would notice that. But it's different from what they portray to us on screen.
on camera.
You
yeah.
get so.
He's very fatherly.
Mm.
He's very like I think he has 5 kids. He will let you know that look, I'll train you. And he's nice. And when you see him, like prior to the time I met him, you would always think, he's not down to earth. I mean, he's the same person. He goes into the kitchen, turns a bar, warm soup, egusi. But like by himself, he loves to cook.
Oh really?
Yeah, I mean, and he's a really nice person. And I noticed something about him. I asked him once. We go to all these places, no bodyguard, no this, no that, and he just tells me it's the way you carry yourself. He's a peaceful guy, he's not coming to fights. So why is he carrying?
So why does he have to
convoy,
protect
why is he
himself
carrying,
so much and all
He's a
that?
very deep thinker. He's really wise. He will look at something. You can be looking at it like this, but he's looking at it like this.
Is he married?
He's married.
Really?
Yeah,
Because
he's married.
I still love I still love Nigerians like R&B, and whenever he drops his pictures, he's always giving that sugar daddy vibe.
Forever
like,
young. Forever young.
with the white hair, I think white beard
Yeah,
and
white
all
beards.
that. So he's
Yeah,
married.
he's married. His wife too, very lovely
Wow.
person,
So
very nice.
sometimes I wonder how most actors, like probably their partners, get to like, will I say, fight those people that, because definitely they're gonna be getting DMs, a lot of proposals from the opposite sex and all of that. So I really don't know how those people tend to like manage that situation when it comes to that.
Well, I feel you're the one at home with him. Like you're his wife. You're there at home with him. So
Okay.
these people, they are DMing, they are messaging, they are trying to get to him. But I mean, you already have him.
Like you have the corporate.
You have him. He's the father of your children. He's not going anywhere.
But
So
at the
you have
end
to
of the day, I think
compete
they
with-
still they look outside, because that's when most times, most of them, especially the females, though is not that rampant in the male side, but the females, they do have issues with their marriages. Is it that their husband might be having insecurity issues or something?
I think their husband just lacks discipline.
That's discipline.
He lacks discipline. I'll like to say this story because I feel it exalts RMD even more. We went for like a party or something. I think it was late night or so, and then there were a lot of women around
With
him.
RMD?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and he keeps to himself. He just kept to himself. He stayed with his friends, male friends. Kept to himself, stayed with his male friends. And when some of the women were became, if you give a woman enough time, I'm not saying, let me not say a woman, but if you give some women enough time, they'll start to plot, they'll start to think, oh. So when you start noticing, the vibe is changing, you just said, Israel, help me drive out park. and he just used style and snuck out, and we left.
Mm.
So it's our discipline. When you've made it in life, sex gets thrown at you. That's what I feel. Like
Wow.
it's not the average. You're no longer an average person.
Really?
You're popular. You have money. So yeah, you would actually see sex more than the average man who has nothing in his bank
Was,
account, doesn't look good, is not an actor.
Or who is not out there.
Or who is
not
not
like
out
they
there.
don't have, because there are people that are low key, they have money, but they are not just in the face of the media and all of that. So they don't have that that opportunity thrown
Yeah.
at them that often.
That
compared to-
often.
So you now as an artist, as an actor, how do you intend managing this pressure by the time they start coming? Because you're definitely going to get there. You are growing. So with time, you're going to get to that stage. How do you intend managing those situations when they come in?
Wow.
Because with time, let's go to the artist part. A lot of artists have baby mamas. They have all those baby mama sagas.
Mhm.
Trust me, by the time you make like 2-3 hit songs, we'll start hearing Israel has a baby mama. Oh. Israel has given me. Someone will come. Is Israel that gave me this belly? Oh, Israel should come and carry his child and all of that. So, how do you intend managing that? By the time, or do you have intention of keeping the two careers, or is it just you want to focus on one, or you're just exploring for now?
I've really fallen in love with acting.
Okay.
Like I've completely fallen in love with it. And the thing about the music, I have a small setup. So I feel as an actor, you won't act every day,
Okay.
And with my setup, my music thing, sometimes I record, I mix, I master. I know how to mix and master
your
myself.
songs
Yeah, so
yourself.
it's not like, I need
Nice.
to think and go somewhere for someone. And I have my studio setup right there in my room.
Nice.
So if I think the vibe, I just sit down and do it. So it's really that quick for me. But I really enjoy acting, so much. And that your question about
Managing
the
the situation
management,
by the time they come in.
my parents are alive.
I mean,
you know,
you are
and-
handsome, you're good looking. Trust me. I know you've started getting those proposals, true of us.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes.
They're
Oh.
like all over your DM, Israel. Da, da, da.
Mm.
So the pressure is gonna get worse
Yeah, but
by the time you drop like hits.
I feel like I said, my parents are still alive. So I feel as a person, if you have someone that will always clear you, that will always tell you the truth, because my dad and I are very close. There even sometimes, I think there's a time I had a shoot all the way in Ogun State. I mean, my dad drove me there. He didn't have to take me there. He drove me, waited for us to finish shooting, drove me back home. So I feel if you have someone that's really going to look in there and say, what you're doing is wrong. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing like this? Someone to, like a moral police, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but
It helps a
you're
lot.
an adult because you're above 18.
Yeah, well, this is Africa, this is Nigeria. Your parents will, if you like, be 30, your mother will pull your ear, say, what are you doing?
But they won't keep following you to shows. Definitely,
Yes.
they won't keep, policing you to probably see your DMs, see the ladies you hang out with, and all of that. Maybe outside of Lagos, they might not be available to follow you and all of that. So there are times things like that will come up. So do you have plans on how to manage them, or how are you going to stay off from drama by the time you get there? Because definitely they're going to come.
Yeah, definitely.
So is it when we get there, we'll cross the bridge?
I feel like when we get there, we'll cross the bridge. But I have, apart from my parents, I have a friend. She's very honest with me. And wherever I go, she follows. Like I always try to make sure she's there with me too, wherever I go to.
Okay, your girlfriend?
Yes, my girlfriend.
Okay. So to avoid all of that, you have to work with her, go with her.
I work with her, and she does a lot for me. She helps me. She brings a lot to the table. So not that I'm just carrying her around because I want to carry her around.
Is she your manager?
I could even say that.
You want to be whiskey with the Jada P thingy?
Maybe. Because sometimes, and I mean, as a person, you can't get everything right. Sometimes you go somewhere, you could forget something, or you plan to do something on set, or just someone to say, okay, hey, you haven't done this, hey, you haven't done that, or let me help you get this, let me help you. Someone that makes your life easier when you're on the move, that kind of thing. And she's always honest with me.
Okay.
and I just feel if I can continue to surround myself with honest people who will always tell me the truth, then I feel I'm going to be fine. And on my own, I don't feel I'm not a promiscuous type person.
Are you sure? Because I think fame changes some kind of lifestyle. Trust me. You've heard of this Annie and Two Faces saga.
Yeah.
They started when Annie was 15. That was like a pure child. Because when I heard about that, I thought about it. I was like, what did I know when I was even 15? I was still in secondary school. Like that's like a child. Because I didn't even, at 15, I don't know. I wasn't exposed to so many things. First, I went to a boarding school. So it's just from school to the house. And my parents are this, I don't want to say strict, but they are these people that they
typical
protect
African
you.
parents.
Yeah, typical. So I didn't even have like friends. I like come out. And I'm this kind of person. I prefer to stay at home. So whenever I even come back from school, I rather just stay in the house. I could just spend the entire holiday inside the house. Neighbors will not know that I'm around.
Wow.
They will not even know that. Maybe it's the day I'm going back. They'll be like, did you come back? Maybe I'll stay like 3 weeks. And I'm about I will just be inside the compound. I eat, sleep.
Why are your
inside,
parents hiding you?
Not like they're hiding me. It's just my kind of person. I don't even go out and all of that. Maybe my going out is go and get something. And then my mom knows that, you know what, she doesn't want to go out. She wouldn't want to go out. They rather send someone to go and get that thing.
Yeah.
Maybe my younger brother, go and buy something, go and do this, so I just leave her, let she stay in the house. I rather just stay in the house. So I'm like, this lady was 15. I was just, what class? That's a child. He literally groomed her.
Well, I have a different way of looking at things. I hope people will forgive me, but this is my own way of seeing things, right? If you're seeing your girl supposed to be in school, right? Obviously, Two-Face didn't go to pick the dancers from his school. With someone that brought those dancers to that. I heard them meeting on the. Did they? I don't know. Maybe they met before he did African Queen, or they met on the set of when they were shooting the video for African Queen. I'm not too sure.
In that video?
Yeah, she was.
She was 15 in the African Queen video.
Yeah, so I'm saying to myself, really? She didn't go there by herself. Maybe a guardian brought her there. Someone. You know, a 15-year-old you're supposed to be in school, not on Two-Face set dancing African Queen. How did you get?
So it
means that she may have been 15, but she had a knowledge of what she already wanted
she wasn't
to do
that
with her
naive
life
or something.
Yeah, so I mean, fast forward to now, will you say that Two-Face has not been a blessing in her life?
Well, I can't really say that or say much about that, because I feel to some extent Two-Face must have exploited her naivety for me. And like we were discussing earlier, I'm saying, are you sure you keep up with this particular lifestyle of, okay, my girlfriend be my manager, I'm not promiscuous, I might not, do something, I'll just look away from all those temptation by the time they come in. I'm like, do you know that somehow fame changes people's lifestyle? Let's say this guy started when they were way younger and grew together, and boom, they just gave us the shocking news that they don't want to be together again, they've divorced. So the love must have faded. Apart from the whole saga of baby mama, children outside, I don't want to go into their issues, because I mean that they have their lives to live. But I'm saying,
everyone knew in the heart of hearts. I mean, Two-Face had 9 children with like different women. She saw the red flags. I don't think when people say, "Oh, they exploited someone," I don't think he kidnapped her and tied her down and said, "You must stay here with me," or like go and sleep with other women and have children. And this, it boiled down. Sometimes people are joined together by pain. People, we're bound together by love. Yeah. Like he could have subconsciously been causing her so much pain and all this. And she's like, because I read somewhere that she's been violent and she uses drugs and all this. But I read somewhere, you get?
Yeah.
I
saw that too. That she
kind of
does
thing.
Drugs.
So it's not something that happened in one day that they say, "Oh, we're divorcing now today." No, it's probably been a lot of things that we haven't heard that's been happening between her and her husband in their quiet place.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is this: the love did not start like this. It wasn't like this.
It wasn't
It
like
was
this.
sweet rosy when they started. Same way it might be sweet rosy for you now, and probably with time, fame will change all of that. We don't hope so.
I'm
don't
trying
pray
not to
so.
have 9 children with different women.
Are
but-
you sure you'll be able to?
Oh.
So who do you look up to, like in the industry? Who inspires you to make music? You know, there are people that you would look at and be like, okay, I think I like this person's kind of music. I'm trying to make. So who inspires you in that industry?
Funny enough, when I was younger, before I really started the whole music thing, I used to listen to Tupac a lot. I used to listen to a lot of Tupac, like a lot of West Coast old school rap. But you know, over time, that doesn't really sell here, so you need to start blending. I really enjoy Burna Boy. I really look up to Burna Boy.
Burna Boy.
Yeah, a lot.
Like this, our Burna Boy.
Yeah, this is our Burna Boy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like the
Okay.
kind of music he makes.
Where are you from?
I'm from Delta States.
Oh, okay. The Deltas.
Yeah.
Burna Boy is from River State.
I think so.
So it's
yeah.
your Salsa brother. Okay.
He has good rhythm. He has good rhyme, and he speaks some of his songs. He speaks the truth. You know, he says things that people wouldn't come and say. A typical Nigerian song is shake bum bum, she tell me say, shake pay, that kind of thing.
Why?
So,
I don't understand. Why you shake pay?
yeah,
Like,
I'm
why
ju-
you
I'm just
bringing
saying-
our
I'm just-
fave to this?
I'm saying Burna can do that. He can
Okay.
vibe like that. And then there are some of his songs that there's this particular song, this Alone, that was in the Black Panther album. Sometimes when I listen to that song, I think the time I listened to that song, I cried. I was like, what? This guy can really sing. And you can, when you're someone who makes and masters, you can feel that this person is singing from his heart. I like later on, she try and listen to that song. It's called Alone. It's in the
Alone,
Black
okay,
Panther.
okay.
Like, what? I was like, he really.
So all his Grammys now, do you think he aimed them, or do you think what Akwi is saying is true? Because Akwi has just been on that guy's matter. I don't even know if to be very honest, I don't know if Akwi asked Burna Boy out and Burna Boy declined, and Akwi just trying to like spite him because he has just been on his matter since.
Omo.
So do you think he aimed all those Grammys, or there is an atom of truth in what Akwi is saying?
There's
Because Akwi saying it like he's sure.
there's an album he dropped that got nominated for the Grammy before that one he did with P-Diddy that won the Grammy, right? So I mean, for it to get nominated by the Grammy, and that time I don't think he was doing anything or had any connection with P-Diddy. It shows that he had already set his mind that, okay, my team, come on, let's win the Grammy. Now, what Akbi is saying about the baby oil stuff, I mean, it could also be the same thing. What if Burna did that, the baby oil stuff, and did he slide him and he didn't win the Grammy?
What if he did that?
What if he did that and did he
And
slide him and
so
he
is it
didn't win the
possible
Grammy?
that no, it's a whole lot. It's not possible for him to have done it and people will slide him.
Is anybody going to arrest anybody for that? It's not like they signed a contract. They
So-
baby oiled each other, so
So
there's no
it-
contract. there's no contract there.
Yeah,
No.
but if let's say for instance is a tit for tat something. So if I'm going to do this, this is what I need. It's like set
Okay,
for roles
okay,
in the act. What's it called?
Yeah, this thing you're saying,
Yes,
right?
no.
Okay, it's also like when you're in university. So the person says, "Oh, if you sleep with this lecturer will give you A." I've met a girl. She slept with the lecturer and she failed. Lecturer failed her. Lecturer told her, "I'll fail you again." So yeah, because you can't now go and say, "Oh, I'm going to report to the school authority. Oh, I slept with your lecturer and he failed me." Well, I mean, this is an agreement between two full-grown men. Burna Boy is a full-grown man. P-Diddy is a full-grown man. So only God truly knows what could have transpired there, right? But we cannot deny that Burna Boy's album, we cannot deny it was good.
Oh, really?
It was really
To
good
aim that
because
to aim Grammys.
because if he's okay, let's say he that happened and he sang a rubbish album, and then that rubbish album now won the Grammy. You can be like, okay, you can start poking holes in the suspicion that this album was trash. How is he winning Grammy? But the album was good.
So what about others that have been singing all these years, like our fave, There are people that have been singing, likes of Davido. There's several others that have been singing and they've not been winning Grammys. And all of a sudden, Burna Boy became close or with
P-Diddy.
Diddy,
Yeah.
and he won the Grammy with that album.
I think Whiskey had won a Grammy before Burna on that
Mhm.
Beyonce's album. So
Beyonce. I mean, that's Beyonce.
yeah, that shows that you have to. That's Beyonce, and it's just like saying that's P-Diddy. Beyonce is big. P-Diddy is big. These are great names. So you have to align yourself with someone that allows you win. So it's a winning strategy. You're an African trying to win the Grammy. The Grammy is not it's not an African held this thing. Let's be honest. Those white people don't care about us. Let's be real. Like we
So you
check.
need to walk your way.
You need to walk your way. You need to find people who understand the game. And who understands the game better than P-Diddy? I mean, P-Diddy is someone he's been there forever. You were working with Notorious. Are you saying P-Diddy slept with all those gangsters he was working with back then? Them Notorious P.I.G., them Tupac, and all these West Coast guys. Are you saying those West Coast gangsters were gay and were sleeping with P-Diddy? No, but they won.
But the baby oil we saw that day was macho. That's just it.
You know, the thing about P-Diddy, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. At P-Diddy's his party, right? It's a large number of people that are coming there. Now, imagine some women. Obviously, you fly women that will come in and do all those kind of things, all those kind of those stuff, right? That's a whole sector of people in the party. Then there are some people in the party that are coming. They already know what's happening in the party. That's another sector. Then the underaged. This thing, that's where I have an issue with the underage and the spiking of drinks and people not knowing what's happening. But a lot of people knew what was happening when they were coming to those parties, and none of those people are 18 or 20. These are people who are old enough to make decisions for themselves.
I mean, I think that's
and then they decided to go to a Diddy party. If Diddy wasn't in jail, they would still be going to Diddy parties right now. So like they decided to go to a Diddy party and they saw what happened there. They partook in what happened there. They are full, except for the ones that slept with children. I'm screaming. Except for the ones that slept with children, the ones that spiked drinks, the one that did this, but the ones that knew what they were going to do. What are you going to do? Are you going to arrest them for? Are you going to arrest a fully grown man for consensual sex with another fully grown man, or a fully grown man consensual sex with a fully grown woman?
Well, it depends. Maybe it's that part of the country because in this part,
Even in Lagos, they do orgies in Lagos.
Yes, they do. They do, but the thing there is that they secretly do that. They do that secretly.
P-Diddy was secretly doing
even
it till he cast it. Your time will, like in this life, when you're doing evil, your time will come.
But a lot of, I think that thing is in the industry when you've not encountered that, them telling you to come do the gay thingy to help you blow your music.
I've encountered it.
Severally.
Yeah, severally. It's all over the industry. In the music, in the film. You just have to. How will I say this now? So that someone who's younger, sees this video. You have to believe in your dream. You cannot allow another man to sleep with you to give you opportunity. It's bigger than sex. For another man to climb you, he has not only conquered you, he is in control of your life, he's in control of your destiny. As a man, you were built to conquer, climb on top of another woman, not to be climbed, not to be climbed upon. Like it's deeper than two men having sex.
No, really.
Because now you're like a woman to that person. Now that person can. It's not. I'm not saying like a bad way, but you're a man.
Okay.
It's.
Have you been desperate before?
Nah.
Like so desperate. Even most times when artists sign some contracts, all this record label contracts, do you know the level of desperation that makes them not even sit down, read the contract?
Sometimes not desperation, sometimes excitement too.
Excitement?
Yeah, that I finally got this thing. I don't care what the record label wants to put down for me. I'm going to, whatever I was doing before this record label came to me will be better than whatever the record label will give me.
That was very desperate most times. I mean, when someone tells you you've been let's say it's easier for you, probably your background, where you come from, you have your parents supporting you.
It's not about parents.
There are people that they are hoping on that particular song to blow up so they can even eat. They're that desperate. So by the time someone is proposing, you know what, you've been singing for like a couple of years and nobody's hearing you, and you're very good. Just come over to a room, so and so. Let's talk about this.
You have to have, when you're going into the industry, you have to hold God tight.
So those ones don't have God tight.
Those people are ungodly. Those people are evil.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When someone uses their position of power to try and exploit someone, the person is the devil. The devil has come to kill, steal, and destroy.
Okay.
No.
Like right now, nobody cares about the devil because I've heard someone tell me something like, if it's too much, if I can't get it, if like there's this kind of desperation that can kick in. Like the person would think over it, think. Like, it's not better I just succumb than this hunger probably kill their family members. So I think those are like things they consider sometimes before going in.
The human mind is created to save the human body. So your brain will cook up things like, oh, if I don't get this, I won't. If I don't do this, this won't happen. Yesterday you didn't have the opportunity. Day before yesterday you didn't have. Last week you didn't have the opportunity, and you lived till the day you had the opportunity. So what makes you think that
another opportunity
won't come if you don't turn down one down?
Opportunity sometimes come but once. But anyways, that's
I don't
fine.
believe in opportunity come. Sometimes opportunity
it
come
but
once, and then sometimes you create opportunity for yourself. You use your hand and grab onto that opportunity, and you ride on it and you take it far. But to say that you really need to hold on to God. Like that thing about God is very. Once you have God in your life, once you have the Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit in your life, when all these kind of things are coming, you close your eye, you pray a little bit, and Holy Spirit take control. God guide my footsteps. You pray in your heart before you make that
certain decision.
And I swear to God, you in the long run, there are people who take the back routes, sleep with this, sleep with that, before they are on top. When you talk to these people, some of them are very depressed. Some of them are using drugs. Some of them are not normal.
Happy.
Some of them don't even trust their fellow human being. Because it's your fellow man that has set you up like that. No, there's some people, it sticks to them. And you just find out this person is not really normal. This person doesn't reason like the rest of us. Yeah,
so let's talk about this record label and artists thing. So a lot of time you see artists coming out to say, I did not know, they exploited me, I did not know. And I'm like, did you not read? Were you not able to, like, even if you don't understand some clauses, can't take you to someone that understands better to explain to you? So what happened? So, and then they start dragging themselves. There is this recent one of messaging war and Easy Concepts, that guy.
Okay.
So
I think he was making a lot of money on the side from her.
Yes.
That one is outright. I think that one was outright stealing. He was just being sharp. I think that one didn't have to do with the contract that they had. I think she has even arrested him now or something.
Yes. So my own is they were together. I'm just confused about the whole thing because now I'm wondering what happened because they were close. They started singing. She was his backup singer, and then as time goes on,
it's more like me and you are working together. Yeah. Maybe he was managing the money. So let's say maybe you finish singing now. The money they're supposed to pay is 1 million naira. But me now, instead of them to pay you direct, they would have given me first. So me now, if I don't collect, maybe if I don't chop, maybe 400k or 500k, I'll now give you, say, I'll take 400,000. Meanwhile, your money is 1 million naira. But you don't know that. You are just grateful for the 400,000. But you don't know that your money has been broken down in pieces for you to get to that level. So some people write it down in the contract that, from this your money, you use it to pay for flights, use it to pay for the clothes you're wearing, the shoes, this, that.
But they spend a lot. What does record labels? They spend even before the the artist blows up.
The
Some of them
crazy,
must have spent. There's this place I can't remember where I saw that. They said like, do you know how much they even spend on one artist before they can even start getting the money back? That's like millions
Yeah.
going into their clothing, feeding, accommodation, logistics, and the rest. So
yeah.
why they are spending all those money? The artist doesn't know about it. You are just you are more focused on blowing.
Making your music.
You're making your music and blowing up and all that. So
Yeah.
now and then when the money start coming in, that's when you now realize that they are cheating you, they are exploiting you.
But
You didn't read the what's it called, the contract form very well.
sometimes that thing about contracts, this thing, some artists are greedy. Yeah. Some artists are greedy. When I mean greedy, let's say before you joined the record label, there were a lot of things you couldn't do before. You were never earning up to, let's say maybe your money is 2 million, like that's your money, right? Before you joined the record label, you were probably earning 20k from whatever shows, dusty shows you were doing, or whatever place they allowed you to come in and sing. I remember there sometimes I used to pay to come and perform my songs. I'll pay you, let me perform my song on your stage. So now you've contracted yourself with someone, person giving you clothes, even though sometimes clothes might not be yours, but you always look that part up because you are the person's business. It's a business. No, these record labels, they are businesses. It's us that are looking at it as, oh, they've come to save us from. No, they've looked at you. They're saying, okay, you can make some money for me. So let me. It's like buying a brand new car. You have to keep cleaning your car. You have to keep making that your car shine and everything. But some people, they get greedy. So all of a sudden now, because you did one big song, you now think, oh, that $1 million you are paying me is too small. Pay me 10 million. Oh, this car that I'm using, why will you bring Hilux bring Rolls Royce and drive me now? But do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
that's just human beings for you. At some point, they are let's say satiety. They just keep
one more.
So
yeah.
they don't just have it enough. They keep wanting more. Okay, but sometimes these guys get even bigger than their bosses. Like see Messi Chona, I really don't know the easy guy. They say he sings the easy concept guy. I really don't know, but Messi is way bigger than her boss at the moment. Even in the case of Ashake and Olamide. Ashake now performs internationally. Olamide is still within Nigeria, this thing. So they get bigger sometimes. So could they be wrong asking for more? Because now it's more like I'm now the boss. Don't you think that kicks in? Because sometimes that's where loyalty comes in. You should always be loyal to your roots.
Exactly.
No matter how big you are. They said no matter how okra grows, the owner will still bend to pluck.
Yeah.
So I think they should be loyal to their roots, but artists are not always loyal. I don't know.
The thing is, you can never really know the full extent to a disagreement. Like, you can't know the full extent. Like, even if they come and say it on the news, everybody's going to say something that will side. Like, everybody's trying to pick a side. Like, they will say something that will make their own side look better. Another person say something that will make their own side look better. But, without Olamide, I don't think we would have ever heard of Ashake. And Ashake has been there for a while.
Really?
Yeah, I even saw some Yoruba films Ashake acted in. I swear, to tell you that, like, this is way back like 2013, 2012. To tell you that Ashake has been on ground since. He just started and made it. So, I mean, Olamide would have made so much money from Ashake. So much money from Ashake. And sometimes it's good to let the artist just go so you can help another artist.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know other people sign on that as record label.
I mean, the other people, but like it's a business. So let's say that I've signed 5 people and only 2 of you are making me money. So I will focus on the 2 people making me money. The other people can try and do what they want to do. I will assist, but it's you guys that are bringing my money. So it's you guys that put more money back into. Do you understand? It's like logic. You're bringing in more money, so I have to put more money into you. Exactly.
So what about cases of them not renewing the contracts or splitting? There are several cases of failed career after splitting with the record label, likes of Mayokun, Peruzzi,
Ricardo Banks,
all those people. Like they're okay. Now we have these people on ground, likes of Rema, Ariasta. I don't know if Ariasta is still with
I think she's still.
Is she still there?
She's still there.
Okay, now Ashake has split from his boss. So
Yeah.
how sure are they that they are strong enough to now manage themselves, take care of themselves?
Well, sometimes as a person, you have to just take a leap of faith. You have to believe in yourself more than others. I think sometimes what your brain paints for you is not reality. You might believe in yourself very much, but it's like a handicapped person believing in, oh, I can play football, I can play it, but you have only one leg. You will never be better than a person with two legs. You're not on ground. You were not built to carry yourself and play football. You need assistance to do it, and then you decide to do it on your own, and you find out that wow, it is really difficult to do. And then depending on how you left, most people like to burn bridges. Like, I'm leaving, get out, fuck you guys, I'm moving. You can't go back. So now you have to by force create something for yourself or join another set of people. But then there's some artists like Rema, Ashake, Thames, Burna Boy. You realize this Whiskey, you realize these people, they are not on our level. They are not Nigerian artists.
They're not supposed to be under any record label again.
Yes. Not even, their music is so different and so extraordinary that it could carry itself. And they've already made names for themselves with the features that they've put on their songs. I mean, Burna Boy is featuring YG, Travis Scott, Ashake is featuring Travis Scott. Like, these are really big names abroad. So these guys, they're not looking at our market anymore. Everybody's looking at, and abroad, they love the Afrobeats stuff, man. They're crazy about it here too, but they're crazy about it. And us Nigerians, we like to idolize things that come from overseas.
Okay.
Like, he made it there. Even when Burna Boy has been singing in Nigeria for a while, then it was when when they finally acknowledged him abroad, that whole African Giant saga.
That guy is proud, Jerry. Like, with the whole, I don't know. I can't really say I'm his fan 100%. I just vibe to good songs, but I just feel it's just too much.
Wouldn't you be proud? You sing well, you're 6'2", you're dark, you're good looking.
To kick people, like, you want them to die.
Don't climb on stage. You're scaring me, man. Like, I'm singing on stage. What if you have knife? You just climb on stage. I'm gonna go. I got to defend myself.
Actually, that's true too.
After they took him now, they were telling him sorry. Next time, don't kick. Don't kick your fan. Sorry.
Alright. So, what about artists trying to like create these tracks, and at the end of the day, they're using it to like promote themselves? Cases of Benson and Ruger. I didn't even know that these guys, maybe they were just, all these tracks, like dragging themselves
together or insulting themselves.
Yeah, you guess.
Say, you call me mumu, you call me bastard. I mean, it's all publicity.
Can you imagine?
It's all see in the entertainment space. So far they're talking about you. It doesn't matter why they're talking about you. So far they're talking about you. It's good publicity. I mean. I was about to say something, but there's nothing to say that. Well, we are in a place that people don't really care. I think there's a woman, I think she was trending because she slept with someone. An actress, she's fair like this. Really fair. Like, she was all over the internet because she slept with someone, trending 2 or 3 days.
She slept with someone?
Yeah, I think she was doing was it porn or something?
Oh,
I think her followers even increased.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, we're in Africa where we exalt crazy things. The person there was this thing, a girl killed her boyfriend with soup. Is it and her friend, 5 friends.
Yes.
I mean, I checked her TikTok. One day she was just trending. She's in jail, I think. One day she was trending on TikTok, and her followers and everything was increasing. Yeah. So I don't know what our problem is, but so far they're talking about it is something.
So that it's good thing for artists to just like, now you want to blow, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Just abuse me. They're just gonna do that for a period of time. Next thing you see them record songs together.
Before you know it, after the abuse, just person a drop track. You say if you want to hear what's this person talking about?
They just go to sit and start abusing themselves. Even that's okay. That same case, anytime Wizkid wants to release song, he'll just start abusing Davido. He'll just start creating fights. So, but they've never recorded songs together.
No, I think their beef is real.
Their beef is
I
real.
think their beef might be real. I don't know.
What's causing the beef? I'm very inquisitive to know.
Maybe ego or pride, or it won't pass pride. I don't think it's jealousy because they both have money, but I think maybe it's a pride thing. You know, it's like Messi and Ronaldo. Messi and Ronaldo have never played on the same team before,
Really?
and I don't think people can ever imagine them playing on the same team.
Actually, it's not just their fans that are just feeling all of this. Maybe outside people trying to like compare. This person is better than this person.
The
So
fans
you
will
start
always
seeing yourself like this person is your enemy, this person is your competitor.
I mean, the
or
fans will
something.
always add to it. Just imagine you now, you're just scrolling through, this guy's better than this guy's better than. It depends on your state of mind. If you have a strong mind, you just laugh at it. But if you have a weak mind, it would touch you. You would feel a little
Like you're not
insecure.
doing well.
Yeah, and the person might lash out. That kind of thing.
That's crazy. That's really crazy. Oh, thank you so much for coming.
You're
Conversation
welcome.
has really been so real. I've learned a lot. It's really fun. Like discussing one or two from the what's it called, acting space to the music space. It's been really amazing. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you so much for sitting down to have this beautiful conversation with me. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, people. So hope you enjoyed this conversation because I did. I enjoyed everything. I learned a lot, and
I'm sorry, guys. Can I say one thing?
Okay.
You look really good. You look really beautiful. Well done.
Oh.
Okay, can carry on.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And you guys should go and stream his song, Mufasa. You guys, and he asked to. Don't worry, you guys will see a couple of his, movies out there. And when he blows, you remember that he was once here. I mean, we're talking to big star. Israel. All right, thanks so much for coming. All right, people,
welcome.
please go subscribe to our channel, like, share, and drop your comments if you're Israel's fan. And just look out for him because he's coming in big time. Thank you so much and have a wonderful time. And don't forget to subscribe to Modio Studio because this podcast airs every Thursday by 4 p.m. Please share, like, and drop those comments. Thank you and have an amazing time. Bye.